So I typed in Google, right? How many people are entrepreneurs? It says here, what percentage of the population are entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs make up 16% of the adult workforce in the United States. In other words, 31 million people in the United States are entrepreneurs. Worldwide, there are reported to be 582 million entrepreneurs. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that are entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people that have businesses. There are a lot of people that, have established themselves in this industry and in this field. You can too. I did some other research that also showed that about 55% of Americans believe that they can start their own business. Okay? Most people, when they work in any type of organization, believe that they could do better than their managers. A lot of people believe that they could do better than their superiors. A fraction of that percent of people actually start their business and do their own thing. My name is Avidon Respes. I'm the CEO and Director of Business Development with Briat's Corporation of America, and I'm an entrepreneur. I started my business because I realized that I have my own talents, I have my own abilities, and I can do my own thing. I don't need to wait for somebody else. I don't need to, be at anybody else's leisure. I don't need to sell my time for money. I can leverage my time to create money, and then I can use my money to make more money. Once I started to learn these things, once I started to, understand these principles, I began to create an economic powerhouse for myself. Gold, silver, diamonds, merchandise, intellectual property, so many different streams of income that I realized, I found out, and I learned that I could take advantage of. You can too. Some of the ways that I became a millionaire was finding out that there's immense opportunity in building myself as a brand, building myself as a credible authority in life. In order to do that, I had to get educated. I had to do a lot of research. I had to find out exactly what it takes in order to get myself from point A, which is 0, to point B, which is 100,000, to point C, which is 1,000,000, to point D, which is 10 million, and beyond. There's a pathway to success. I watched interviews. I really listened to people's success stories, how they went from nothing, how they dug themselves out of the depths and became the people that we recognize them to be today. I listen, I take notes, I apply what could work for me, and I make it happen. The successes and the positive results that I get, I duplicate. I consistently do that over and over and over to get the same results. I tweak it to make it better. Sometimes when you tweak it, you make it worse. Then you go back to what you're doing until you find something better. It's exciting because every day you get to learn more, not just about your business, not just about the industry, but also about yourself. And you get to make money while you do it. $20, $100, $1,000. Sometimes you don't make anything. But it doesn't matter because you're learning and you're producing value within yourself. That can be packaged into educational material that you can present to somebody else and they'll pay you for it. Either hourly or in a package deal. Now they have subscription-based models that people pay monthly, $10, $5 even, $5, $10, $20 a month, $100, $1,000, so many different subscription models that people pay for each month. If you watch cable, you're paying for cable. That's a subscription. Every single month you pay for cable. Instead of paying for cable to just be entertained, pay for subscription from an educated individual to not get entertainment, but to get education. Or better yet, edutainment, right? Educated and entertained at the same time, so it really sinks in. Not everybody's entertaining. I sat through, many boring conversations, but I made it entertaining for myself because I took notes. I became interested and I learned fundamental principles that I could apply not just in my life, but also in my business to see success. Discipline, right? Perseverance, creative thinking, strategic thinking, communication skills, networking. Because if you can't network, nobody's going to buy from you. Even you writing posts is networking. Everything in life, you got to deal with other people, whether it's online or whether it's face to face. But either way, you have to deal with people. Even dealing with robots on the user end, you're dealing with a client. If you make money, you need to deal with your accountant. This is a person. You need to have an accountant, somebody that specializes in finance, somebody who specializes in money, somebody who specializes in the numbers. You need to know a little bit about the numbers, okay? 1 + 1 = 2, right? 5 + 5 = 10, okay? 20 + 20 = 40. You add another 10, that's 50. If you could do that simple math, you can make $1 million. If you can do 1 + 1 = 2, 5 + 5 = 10, right? 20 + 20 = 40. If you could do that, you're on the right path. If you could do 40 plus 5 + 5 = 10, right? 40 + 10 = 50 plus 2 = 52. If you could do that, you can make $1 million. Real simple, real easy. Because it all comes down to the math. Your accountant will be your best friend. And they will show you how to move your money in a way that's going to make you more money. You also want a lawyer too. You want somebody who knows laws, not just, general law, but tax law, business law, these different type of laws, so that you could really get through the loopholes. Your accountant knows how to move the money. The lawyer knows how to do it in a legal structure. And then you provide the money so that they could all do it. It might take a little bit of money up front, but on the back end, always worry about the back end. That's how I made $1 million too. I'm giving you a whole bunch of gems. So make sure you take notes, okay? Make sure you take notes, because all this information, if you use it properly, you're going to make $1 million. So when you find these people, when you have these people on your team, you're going to see a lot more money on your back end, and you won't really worry so much about the front end. Because the front end all has to deal with your operation and what you can do. You are the front end. Everybody else is going to produce what you enjoy on the back end. On the front end, right? On the front end, a t-shirt costs, right, to produce $10. Okay, on the front end, a t-shirt costs me $10. Okay, on the back end, I make $25. Okay, let's do a little math. If we start out with -10, right? Because I brought my own money on the front end, $10. But I made on the back end $25, right? I made on the back end $25. On the front end, I spent $10. On the back end, I made $25, right? That means that I now have $15 profit, okay? That means I have $15 now profit because $10 went into the shirt. $25 came back to me. So I'm left with $15 after all that. Because what I'm going to do, right? What I'm going to do, I got my $25 right here, right? I got the $25 that I made. I'm going to take $10 again and get another shirt. This shirt is going to make me another $25. And I have 15 right here. So once I made that $25, out of that $25, right? I have another 15. So now selling just two shirts, just selling two shirts, I got $30 to my name. All right. You do this enough, you be disciplined, you do this over time, right? You're going to have $1,000. Okay. How many sales do you have to make at $25 to make $1,000? Let's do a little math. We'll make $1,000, right? $1,000 divided by $25. That equals 40 sales. So if I do this 40 times, I'm going to have $1,000. If I do this 40 times, I'm going to have $1,000, all right? After I have my $1,000 on the side, right? Once I have $1,000 on the side that I saved up, because all them $15 that I saved, because you didn't spend that $15. That $15 that you made profit, you saved it. You saved it all the way, right? Because let's say $15, or let's say $1,000 divided by 15, okay? That's 67 times, okay? So you're going to have to make 67 sales. All right? It's not hard. The goal is to make 1,000 sales. All right? Really, the goal is to make 1,000,000 sales. 70 sales is not hard. I've done that in a week. I've done that in a day. Like, you could do this. You got to work hard. Like, you got to work hard. You got to work smart. Like, it's possible. You can make $1,000 in a day. Real easy. But you got to do it. You got to apply it. You got to take the action. You got to believe in yourself. You can make $1,000. I made $10,000 in a day. I made, $20,000 in a day. I haven't made $100,000, not yet, but I will. I plan on making at least $3 million before 10 o'clock in the morning. $3 million before 10 o'clock in the morning every day. That's my plan. I'm doing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting together that strategy. Why? Because I know how to make money. I know how to duplicate my money. I know how to strategically operate with my money to make more money. I'm showing you how to do that. But it takes time. After you make, don't try to get rich quick, okay? Stop. Stop right now. Do not try to get rich quick. Take it day by day, right? $5, becomes $10, becomes $15, becomes $20, becomes $25, becomes $30, right? Which becomes $50, which becomes $70, okay? Which becomes $90, which becomes $110, right? Help me with my math. I'm not always great with math, but that's why I have an accountant, okay? A private accountant. Helps me do all this money stuff. So, you come up with a product, you sell your product. Most people, as I said, they're selling their time. Instead of me selling my time, I go and I sell myself with my own brand and I make the money. It's different too because as an employee, the tax game operates differently. As a business, you pay your taxes differently. Sometimes you don't even have to pay tax, depending on how you use your money. But you will not know that unless you become educated. That's why education is so important, not just in school, right? But you got to get educated in finances, educated in investments, educated in business, educated on the things that are actually going to, actually contribute in your life in a great way. When you go to school, when you get your certification, you get your diploma, all those things, you go to find a job, the salary is the price point of which you are selling yourself. If the salary is $100,000, let's say the salary is $250,000. Let's say your salary per year is $250,000. That is the price you put on yourself. You said, I am worth to any corporation, I'm worth to the market $250,000. That's what you say. Once you put yourself in the marketplace, it's not nothing to get this is real life. When you put yourself in the marketplace and you say, yo, I'm worth $250,000, that's the price you're putting on your head. Athletes, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Derek Jeter, doesn't matter, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, whoever is your favorite athlete, they have a number on their head. However much their salary is that they're getting paid from the team. However much the market says that they're worth at the transfer season. Cristiano Ronaldo got transferred. One of the best soccer players in the world. Played for one of the best soccer teams in the world. He got transferred. He wasn't happy. Their people aren't happy. This stuff is happening. That stuff is happening. Who knows? People get traded. When you have your own business, the only time the trade comes is when you decide to acquisition your company. The only time the transition comes is when you decide to liquidate your company. The only time the transition happens is when you don't have enough money to finance your company. Outside of that, the only way you could lose what you're doing is by the government doing some shady stuff and just closing you. It's illegal. And if you have the right legal professionals, they can't do that. If you have the proper media team, they can't do that, right? Another way I made $1 million was by doing media, creating videos, right? Doing videos for people, doing videos for myself, and getting my name out there, showing people, yo, this is what I do. I record videos, I edit them, I got drones and stuff, I got all this stuff going on. I could do it for you too. It's not cheap. $1,000 for a video. Most people cannot afford $1,000 for a video. And that's why I don't work with most people. Most people cannot afford $10,000 for a video production. That's why I do not work with most people. I cannot afford to receive $200 for a video. It's not worth my time. I'm putting more time and more value into the video than what I'm getting. So as a business, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense for you, but it doesn't make sense for me, especially if you are not incorporated as a business. So let me show you this, right? This is business registration. You could look it up, right? Business name search in the state of New Jersey, right? This is a legal website from the state of New Jersey. You type in Briat's, what comes up? Briat's Corporation of America, LLC. All right. Is my company. Now, you could do further research to find out, who owns the company, all those different things, but I'm telling you, I'm the CEO of the company. So with that being said, I put together also a business plan for my company. This business plan we put together as soon as the company opened. We have an executive summary, company overview, mission statement, vision statement, projection summary, project basis, program basis, shortlist funding and capital plan, investment fund and allocation, partners and investors, low cap, expansion planning, contemporary report, financial report, consumer report, market analysis, competitive registry. You can read the rest for yourself. All right. It's all here. If you want to check it out, you can download it, right? You can download it off the website. You can ask me, put it in the comment. I'll share this with you because you can know this is what our company is doing. The executive summary. Briat's Corporation of America promises to be a company considered to be an authoritative advocate of success. With compelling attention to detail and commitment to research development, Briat's exhilarates the dreams of influencers, artists, and entrepreneurs seeking to gain greater fulfillment, to receive greater fulfillment. This document demonstrates the possibilities, operations, visions, projections, and expectations of Briat's Corporation of America. Briat's has outlined a formidable plan for success throughout the coming decades and beyond. Any person, entity, organization, or corporation tied to Briat's Corporation of America will see a success rating exponentially higher than the usual with the Briat's systematic element. Very systematic approach. That's what we do. That's what I put together with the help of, different individuals, silent partners, all these different people so that we can have a real business, and not just a real business, but a growing business, a successful business, one that people can back, one that people can trust, and one that people will finance with their hard-earned dollars with a willing heart and know that they're going to receive a return on the back end for that. Because just like any investment, you put your money up front, you get your money on the back. Once the company uses your money to make more money, you get your money. That's how it's going to work. That's how it works. And that's how successful companies grow over $1 million. So those are just some ways that I've made $1 million with my company. Some of the ways that I'll make more than $100 million, not just with my company, but with other companies. I partner and partnered with different companies. Some worked, some didn't. And over time, we use our money in a strategic way to make more money. It might not seem like, we have money up front, because when you know how to do business, most of your money is tied up in business. It's tied up in investments. It's tied up in different avenues. And you're not always easily able to be like, oh, I'm going to withdraw $100,000, right? It's not always that easy because you want your money to continue moving. Once you understand simple interest, compound interest, and how these things really benefit you, you'll understand why you need to just leave your money in your income generating vehicles, right? Your cash flowing vehicles. Don't take the money out. Keep on reinvesting so that you hit a certain point where it doesn't matter how much money you withdraw, because you're not even going to notice in the great ocean of finance. That bucket of money that you pulled out won't even make a difference. That's the goal. My name is Avidon and Respes. I'm the CEO and Director of Business Development with Briat's Corporation of America. Make sure you check out my other content. Like, share, follow, okay? Make sure other people see this so that if you don't get inspired, maybe they'll get inspired. And if you do get inspired, you want other people to get inspired. Comment, you feel me? Engage. Let people know that this has, given you value, and let me know that it has given you value. All right. Great success. And I'm gonna see you soon.